it may have something to do with the fact that the first Horizon did really well.
I mean,
and they might have just thought they could do it, you know.
I mean, that's the reason why, in general, they released it. But to have like a couple people be very bitter about it, it's like, what are you thinking?
Probably what I said.
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
You did it.
I didn't actually mean to fall off. I'm trying to get closer, not fall. Oh well. Come on, bugs. Look, I've already had enough troubles with bugs today. I'll need more shenanigans from you. My Deep Rock Galactic did not go very well.
I see.
So, what was it?
Yeah,
This way. Originally, I was doing some like promoting my characters where I spend the time to like level them up and then prestige them essentially to re-level them for perks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess the ramp up goes way higher than I thought it would.
Yeah, it was a long ramp.
Yeah, but basically
there's a screen transition, so I have to wonder if it's one-to-one, like unlike that other spot.
I don't think
it's
one-to-one.
Transition, and therefore the geometry was 100% accurate.
Yeah.
For that one, I have to wonder.
Yeah. So anyway, during the process of doing like the weekly set of missions assignment for like bonus materials and money, the first time I tried to do the first mission, the big boss bugged and didn't spawn its like little minions that you need to kill first until like maybe 15 minutes later while we were doing other stuff in the mission, and then we wiped because we ran out of ammo by that point and we just wiped. So that was annoying. And then the second time we tried that mission, or I tried that mission, I don't think it had the same people, but it might have been a couple of the same people. We got really unlucky and got swarmed and wiped. And then the third time,
let's get going.
we finally managed to get it, that first mission done. And we did the second mission, and that map was like Swiss cheese. It was a total mystery as to where we were. Even though the map that you have is like a 3D map of the whole thing that you could spin, it was just that confusing. So that one was rough. And then the third time, the third mission of the day, which is like of the week thing, which is the final one you have to do, wasn't all that bad. It was just time consuming because it was one of the longer mission forms. Yeah. Bugs. I'm bad at bugs today.
Well, I recently have been, I still, today's Tuesday, so a week later. No? A week and a day later? Something like that? I don't know. Let's say 8 days after the Guild Wars expansion came out, and after 4 or 5 days of actually trying the final meta event of the game, I still haven't been in a group that's beaten it.
Oh yeah, you said it was very RNG.
It is incredibly RNG. If they could just tone down the RNG a little bit, they don't even have to make it easier. I think the mechanics are fine as they are. It'd be great. But at the moment, I'm sitting on 9 failures.
Oh jeez, in a row.
Yes.
Well, at least you have the keys.
The keys?
The consumable to unlock the chests.
There aren't any chests.
Or whatever currency is in that map.
You can just mine it. You don't get it for doing events.
Oh. Well then what do you get from doing events?
You get hardly anything.
Huh. So what's the bonus for completing the whole thing?
That's the first step towards getting the new mount.
Oh, it's a mount. Gotcha. That would be understandably annoying.
Yep. It's like, yeah, I'm not complaining about the difficulty. I think the difficulty is exactly tuned to where it should be. I actually think they did a really nice job on that. However, some attacks that the boss does need internal cooldown.
Right.
Like I've had, or they just need, or they just need a timer at all, like a minimum timer. I've had entire boss fights where there's been only one burn phase.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, just the boss has an attack that if she does it, then a CC bar comes up, and if you break the CC bar, you get a burn phase. I've had multiple attempts at this fight where that's only happened once. The entire fight.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Now this area is all that remains. Stop right there, Bammy. We'll be taking the mask at the moon. We finally caught up with you. If it isn't Remnos' sister, what do you think you could do to me when you can't even handle little Remnos? I see you're as unpleasant as ever. Relying on the masks, manipulating the innocent to do your bidding, following Gerda without question. Everything you have, everything you are, is borrowed from someone else. You don't scare me, you're just a coward. How dare you? I'll admit to being a little frustrated when I found out about Remnos' abilities. It felt like all my struggles amounted to nothing, like I was doomed to be in second place from the very start. But Remnos always fought alone, with his own strength and wits. He never flaunted them, he never used others. I'm proud to call myself his sister, and embarrassed to think I could ever be as jealous of him for a single moment. And yet, that strong, courageous brother of yours is still lost to me. So what does that tell you about your chances? Remnos didn't lose to you. He lost to one of your cheap tricks. And you only relied on those cheap tricks because you knew you couldn't defeat him if you didn't. What a foolish way to view the situation. The last one standing is always the victor, no matter how the victory was achieved. As you're about to learn, I will always be the last one standing. It's just like the one Gaddis War. Yep. The Enchanting Magician. Tammy. We seem to have no choice but to fight. So you're going to rely on cheap tricks to the bitter end? As long as I kill you all here, the Mask of the Moon will be mine, and then I will have no need for Remnos anymore either. Allow me to show you how powerless you truly are. Did I mention this already, that I'm annoyed that bosses are immune, just straight up immune to the poison?
A lot of them are, yeah. Well, you know, also it's poison. That's not going to do that much damage anyway.
I know. But still. So I guess the last item will be the Mask of the Moon, Alaska equipment.
I guess we'll see. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the boss and how annoying it is, and how it needs internal cooldowns. Hey, look, you figured it out. Yeah, hit her during the charge. It's fun. Anyway, point is there. So you know that CC phase I was talking about?
Yeah.
During the burn phase, she can just decide to become immune to damage for a few seconds.
Oh, that's annoying.
Think about that for a second.
Just immune?
Just I'm gonna change sides, which side of the platform I'm on, and while I'm doing that, you can't damage me during the burn phase.
Oh, that's busted.
Essentially removing half of the burn phase. You can just do that.
I wonder how on purpose that was.
I hope it wasn't, and I hope that they fix the patterns.
Because
like, the fight is great. I'll keep saying this. The fight is amazing. Might be my favorite fight in the entire game. If only it wouldn't be frustratingly reliant on RNG for whether or not you succeed. Like, I like all of the mechanics. I like everything that the fight does. I like all of the boss's attacks. It's just she can interrupt her own phases, and she can throw out. There's an attack she can do where you have to attack her tail instead of her head.
Yeah.
And while that's active, her head doesn't take hardly any damage. It's like a massive damage reduction until you clear that. She can also just throw that up whenever she wants.
Yeah, that's
It's like I just last night, both of the attempts that I failed. Oh, I should say both of the attempts that I had, because I failed every attempt so far. She threw up what I'll call a tail phase and a CC phase at the same time.
Yeah, it's
and you can't do the CC because she won't take any damage. You have
That's
to do tail first,
rough.
so you miss the CC. It's like they just need to fix how the attacks come out so that they can't do that, and then it would be like the best fight in the whole game.
Nice. I wish.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder.
Actually, you know what? Today's Tuesday. Let me check patch notes. Maybe they fixed it.
And with that,
I'm saying all of this. Yeah, go ahead.
And it could be fixed. Yeah. And with that, the curse on Remna should now be broken. Congratulations, Karna. You've all found and saved him. Thank you all so much, everyone. Now let's go get the Mask of the Moon. There seems to be another altar over there. It looks just like the one in the Lake Thomas ruins. Let's take a closer look.
Whoa. Wait, it was a bug? Oh, that's so good.
They fixed it? Nice.
Hold on, I'm checking.
The Mask of the Moon? Indeed. Think of it as the Mask of the Sun's counterpart. Its twin. Naturally, I wasn't able to replicate the Mask of the Sun completely, but why would you create such a thing, and why give it to me? Is the Mask of the Sun not an artifact of divine power, created through arts men have long been forbidden to possess? It is as you say. Forgive my impertinence then, but did you not already state your wish to leave the kingdom of Celceta to mankind? Would this not go directly against those wishes? I've expressed that desire, yes. However, I've been forced to change my plans a bit. As such, I'd like you to accept this, my friend. I would prefer if you never had to use it, but I must prepare for the worst. I'll explain further another time.
So, turns out, you know that thing I was saying, how it was annoying and the boss could just change platforms? Or change sides of the platform? Yeah, that was apparently bugged and it was happening too often.
Oh, well. It's good that they fixed that.
I'm gonna try the fight again today, after this, after we're done here, and we'll see how it goes.
Nice. Hopefully it goes well. So it was Lord Ildil himself who created the Mask of the Moon. He seems to be arguing with King Lefance about it, but I couldn't quite catch what the cause of the dispute was. If we knew that, we'd be considerably closer to finding some of the means of stopping Garuda. I wish we could just ask Lord Ildil directly. That would make things so much easier. Could there be anyone else around who is familiar with what happened back then? Well, there is the Rhoda tree, but he didn't seem to have any more than what we were told. That just leaves King Lefance. Yes. How unfortunate that the dead are not likely to provide many answers when questioned. For now, let's just see what's inside that chest. Yeah. Left mask fragment. Let's go. This is the other half of the Mask of the Moon? Looks that way. Yeah, its design is identical to what we found in the Lake Thomas ruins. If you hold the two masks If you hold the two halves together, it does make a full mask. No more missing pieces, at least. But how do we reattach them? Just smacking them into each other doesn't exactly seem to be doing anything. As it is right now, it seems a little more than a broken antique. Maybe Remnos knows something. Oh yeah, maybe. He should be awake by now, I think. Alright then. Let's go back to the Ruse Nest and check him on Remnos. Mask in hand, achievement get. Is that all? Is that all that was changed there?
For the fight, looks like. And honestly, that was the most annoying part because the boss just goes invulnerable for like 10 seconds. Yeah. And it's on a very strict timer. The fight has a 20-minute timer.
Yeah, that's a decent chunk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Remnos, you're okay. I assume Bammy's curse
just messaged me right now saying the same thing.
I assume Bammy's curse has indeed been lifted then. You were hit with the little ruse, it seems.
Hey.
Hey. I am in your debt. How are you feeling? I'm still not completely back to my old self, but I'm getting there. Don't worry me like that again, okay? I'm sorry. I really overdid it this time. I stepped outside my comfort zone and look where it got me. I believe I really am better suited to playing the harp and making crafts after all. Really? I'm not so sure about that. I kinda hate to admit it, but you were impressive as a warrior. I'm sure Father and everyone else in Komodo would have been shocked if they'd seen you like that. Do you really think so? Incidentally, what happened to Leo? As soon as I woke up, he ran off. He said he had a mission to take care of. He's done a lot for me too. I need to thank him next time I see him. Well, Karna, I guess this means your journey's at an end, huh? Well, I accomplished my goal, yes, but it's not like Remnos and I can just go back to Komodo as if everything's fine now. That's right. If we don't stop Garuda, the whole of the continent will be in grave danger. That reminds me, there's something we were hoping to ask you, Remnos. Looks like you managed to recover both halves of the Mask of the Moon then. Yeah, but they lost their power, just like you said. We're kinda at a loss now as to what to do with them. The Grand Ruse said that he and the Rhoda Tree could sense the mask in two places, but I have to admit, this wasn't quite what I was expecting. Well, there may yet be some recourse. I've been researching a few things since my arrival in El Duque. It seems like there's an old laboratory around here that was once used for researching and repairing artifacts. Artifacts? In other words, magic items. We've got quite a few of them at this point, like the dwarf bracelet and the water dragon scales. My mace is an artifact too. So assuming the Mask of the Moon is an artifact as well, it may be possible to restore it at that facility? That is my thought, yes. The only problem is I don't know where the facility is located. I suppose the fastest way to find out would be to ask the Rhoda Tree and Grand Rue. Have you spoken with them? Unfortunately, they keep asking me to play my harp for them constantly, practically every hour of every day. Every day that you've been here, it's this one singular day that you've been here. The 10 minutes that you've been here. Constantly.
It's been 6 years.
I've barely had a moment's rest. Somehow I'm not surprised. Well, if they already know about you, then that's at least a little less we need to explain. What do you say we go have a chat with the Rhoda Tree, Edel? Yeah, let's go. Hey, Gramps, wake up. Well, if it isn't the harpist, and the rest of you have returned as well, I'm sensing you have also brought the Mask of the Moon with you, no? We have, and that's actually what we came to discuss. An artifact laboratory, you say? There is indeed one nearby. However, the battle between Lord Eldil and King Lefance was particularly fierce in that area. There's no way to know if the facility is still functional. I was afraid you were going to say something like that. It looks like we may need to come up with another plan. No. I think this is an idea well worth exploring. You may be able to find something worthwhile there, if nothing else. And there is an interesting visitor there at this moment. Or so says the Rototree. An interesting visitor? Could it be Lisa? Come to think of it, I wonder if Nina was able to find her successfully. The laboratory is north of the Colonia battlefield. You should depart immediately. Hmm? It seems the Rototree has a gift for you. A gift. The sword. The artifact sword emerald. What is this? Allow me to explain. During the final years of the Kingdom of Celceta, a variety of experiments were conducted. Among them were experiments that produced living weapons, which cannot be defeated through conventional means.
Sound familiar?
Oh, yes. And many of those living weapons still lurk in the laboratory that you're about to enter. So you're saying our weapons won't hurt them? Actually, didn't we run into one of those when we were out on the battlefield? Are you referring to the monster that was guarding that door? If that's the case, how do we defend ourselves? The sword Adol was just given is an artifact that allows you to deal with the finishing blow to living weapons. I see. So without that, we would be unable to enter the laboratory. Think of it as a reward for driving away the evil that slithered its way into Elduke. Is what the Rototree says. Well then, I guess we better start getting ready. Where do you think you're going? You're not done recovering yet. I was hoping to see the laboratory for myself. I may be useful to have along too. I might notice something you would otherwise overlook. Not happening. You're going to stay here and rest, and that's that. Do as your older sister tells you, just this once, okay? Fine. Take care, young ones. Incidentally, my back is unbearably itchy at this moment, and I would very much appreciate if someone could scratch it for me. That is the Rototree. Well, Adol, looks like it's back to the ancient battlefield for us. Come on. Sword. Or not?
Did you not listen to what it said?
Deal the final blow.
What type of weapon was it?
A living weapon.
No.
I mean,
The things you're killing are living weapons.
right.
What was that you were just given?
It's made of emeralds. Or it was an artifact? I mean,
There you go.
what does it have to do with it? Or
Was
just
it not
an
in your
artifact?
artifacts?
It's an artifact. I didn't look. That's true. You seem unusually supportive of them, Rhoda. I suppose you're right. They seem much like him when he was young. But even the presence of his direct descendant won't make repairing the mask any easier a task. And about this interesting visitor you mentioned. So it's not...
Aha!
Aha! It's not there.
Now there's no telling what's gonna happen. Watch it just sort of exist.
Right. That's totally what's gonna happen. Is there we're gonna defeat it, right? And then it's gonna be like cutscene. Oh no, we can kill it! Yay! That's what's gonna happen.
Well, check where it is in your inventory. After I mean, you can do it after you warp there. It's not a sword. Definitely not.
It's an armor.
Yeah, key item perhaps. Okay.
Did I miss it twice?
Key items. There it is.
Can defeat living
Sure.
weapons.
Sure. Sure, game.
What? Yeah.
That means I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know what the last artifact is anymore. I knew what all of those ones were that you have. I don't remember the last one.
Oh well. We'll find out.
Are you not even gonna talk to him?
What?
That poor man.
So this is where they ended up. Well, if it isn't at all, why is this person in a place like this? Well, let's just say he's no ordinary guy. Did you come here to explore the ruin, Gezok? Yeah, my shoulders have started to stiffen up a little though, so I was wondering if there's anywhere in this area I could lie down for a spell. Actually, I think we know just the place. Really? Great. Where is it? Rue's Nest. A nest full of sacred beasts, huh? Sounds perfect. You're heading there right now? No, I think I'll rest here for a short while first, so if there's anything you need, I'll be happy to provide my super handyman services, just say the word. Pardon me for asking, but how do you intend to do crafting without the appropriate facilities? What do you think this bag I've got is for? I can do my work anywhere. I'm Gezok the Strong, remember? Yeah.
Code for it happens in a menu. Oh, he only does a 2. Don't worry about him just having all the same stuff.
All right. So he's just here to buy stuff from, I guess.
Yeah, I guess this is a hey. You should really get ready for this zone.
Well, this is the place where we fought that monster that just wouldn't die. Oh, look, there it is. It appears that we have arrived at the right time. Don't think this is going to go like it did last time. The only thing that can really damage that artifact sword. Oh, the only thing that can really damage it is that artifact sword you got, Adel. Our best bet is to knock it out for a while, search for a weak point, then give it everything we've got. You mean like the forehead there? Adel's unique action 2. Use the power of the artifact sword to defeat living weapons.
Hey, I guess that means you have to have Adel.
I know,
Goodbye,
right?
Frida.
Alright. Rude? Rude. So he's just attached to the door? Weird.
Yep.
We did it. Guess we found the right place. This has to be the artifact laboratory. It seems likely we will encounter many more living weapons inside. We'll just have to leave those to Adel. Nina. The nosy little shrimp's back. I can't say I missed her. What was that, Jern? Say it again. I dare you. If you're here, Nina, does that mean... Lisa? Well, I saw something huge flying this way and hurried after it. Oh, was it Soul? I couldn't tell for sure. Well, this is the only place I haven't checked, so if she's not here... We're gonna have to explore this place either way. So if Lisa's here, that saves us the trouble of looking for her later. Come on, let's go inside. Tread lightly, everyone. We're gonna have to do this to every single enemy.
Have fun.
That's really annoying. Why would they design it like that? It's just so bad. Okay, so it's not every enemy. It's only half of them.
Yeah, that one's pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to. Haven't used the character in a moment. Let's see. Oh, every 5 seconds, we get a new skill. What's gonna happen?
That's why we're not playing Ozma or Durin.
Oh, that's why, huh?
Other than I just don't prefer them.
There you go. The real reason.
Hey, it's Lisa. Oh, wasn't that? That was a girl's scream for sure. It seemed to be coming from above us. Quickly, let's go.